Chapter 21. Emmanuel uttered that in a daze. "That's why you risked your life?" asked Mackenzie with a frown. "Of course. I can't believe it's so difficult to bring my wife home even after I'm married. I'm such a failure." Emmanuel laughed self-deprecatingly. He had read many trending novels about live-in sons-in-law, but he found himself more pitiful than them. At least those mothers had seen their daughters-in-law before. Mackenzie sighed inwardly, feeling utterly conflicted. "By the way, I've negotiated with Mr. Weber. We only need to pay them $3 million, and they'll get lost. I've helped Terrence Group save $2 million. The boss will praise you, won't he?" Emmanuel added with a smile. Mackenzie's lips curled into a disdainful smile. "So, he thinks I work for someone? All right. Stop spouting nonsense. Don't talk about the company's affairs in public," Mackenzie warned. She then called a taxi and went home with him. To her surprise, Emmanuel was so drunk that he fell into a deep sleep the moment he got into the car. When they arrived at Yeringham residence, Mackenzie could not wake him up, no matter how hard she tried. "Miss, do you need my help?" The driver was a middle-aged man. He had been stealing glances at her from the rearview mirror throughout the journey. To have such a beautiful woman in his taxi was a first for him. Moreover, he was helping her send her unconscious partner home. "Will I have a chance to take advantage of her? My life would be worth living if I could have a moment with her." Just then, he met Mackenzie's icy gaze. Her hostile aura was enough to make him shudder. "Don't be nosy if you want to live," she snapped. That ended the driver's imagination, and he quickly drove off after dropping them off. Having refused the driver's offer, Mackenzie had no choice but to carry Emmanuel home alone. Although she was trained to fight since she was young, there was a limit to a woman's strength. Moreover, no ordinary woman could carry someone as heavy as Emmanuel. It took her considerable effort to help him into the elevator. When they arrived at the 17th floor, Emmanuel staggered and fell, causing Mackenzie to fall with him. "Ugh! This bastard!" Mackenzie was 2 times lighter than him, but it was a great fall. She grimaced in pain as she lay on the floor. She was the eldest daughter of the Quillen family, yet she was being pressed to the ground by a man. Not only that, but he also reeked of sweat and alcohol. As someone particular about cleanliness, it made Mackenzie scowl with disgust. This is unforgivable. On top of that, she did not expect Terrence, who was waiting in the house, to walk out with a bodyguard upon hearing the commotion outside. The moment the bodyguard saw the scene in the elevator, his jaw dropped. "Oh my goodness! Are they serious? Isn't this Ms. Mackenzie? She's being pressed to the ground by a man? What are you looking at? Help me lift this guy up." Mackenzie shot the bodyguard a look, making the latter scurry over in fright. "Don't help him up," hollered Terrence. He was elated. After all, he had been worried about Mackenzie's misandry, and she would not let Emmanuel touch her. Never did Terrence expect to see such an exciting scene that night. Although Mackenzie did not have a choice, it was still her first time being in close contact with a man. "Not bad. This is a good start. Continue staying in this position." Terrence laughed heartily and brought the bodyguard away. "Let's not disturb the couple building their relationship." Mackenzie was livid. If that elderly man were not her biological grandfather, she would have taught him a lesson. In the next second, she shoved Emmanuel away. Still feeling angry, she turned around and gave him 2 kicks. "How dare you fall asleep? Humph, you'll spend the night out here."